Hello, Collective. Welcome into your reading today. I am Juka. Welcome in. This is a message coming through. This is kind of a new one for me. So, if you feel that you have been on a twin flame journey, I was 22. It was also 2:20 when I sat down here writing notes. Um, this could be your message. This is if you are in separation. And I also have some very unique guidance, which feels like it's coming in the form of what I like to call Daddy Saturn. Uh, Very strict, very guidelines. There's a space. It feels a container. Okay, a box. We'll get into that deeper. That's just the sense that I have. Restrictive. Okay, there seems to be something restrictive here. So I'm recording this on 8/5, and when I first sat down to start writing notes, it was 153. 5/3 is 8. So these eights could be very significant. I rolled the astro dice and I got eighth house. So we have 888 out here. Ooh, 888 collective. Okay. Um, we also have Saturn and we have Cancer. These could be very significant to you personally. You do not have to. And as I said that back down, it flipped over to Gemini, which is very relative here. Okay. Because I kept hearing a song, and the song is A Thousand Miles by Vanessa Carlton. And I thought, okay, I could not get it out of my head. The Gemini. It just kept rolling and rolling, rolling. And I thought, okay, I feel like I'm supposed to really look into these lyrics and see what have I missed, because I kept replaying one part. And I thought, what maybe have I missed about the lyrics that could be very significant? And as I was cleaning up the cards from a reading I just finished, and this message started coming through as I'm shuffling, I had 3 cards come out. Now, I feel like it's important. I feel like this message is a side note to the message I just recorded and will be uploading. The 2 main cards that came out in that reading is the Chamber of Power and I remember create some space. Okay. And that's very significant to this message that I am getting at the moment. And on the bottom of the deck is simplicity. Roses, very significant here. White and the pink. Oh my gosh. All of a sudden, I feel like my nose is running. Maybe that's a symbol for you. Oh, maybe you're allergic to roses. The scent of roses really bother me. And we have 2 roses out here on the table at this time. And all of a sudden, like I'm not smelling them, right? It's a card. But something about that made my nose rung a bell. I don't know. But maybe something about that rang a bell in you. You resonate with that of being allergic to roses. We'll see if anything else comes out about that. Pardon me, one moment. Okay. So a couple messages ago, the essence, the scent of something or someone was coming through. Today, I'm talking about this allergy, and it's making me wonder, so why are we allergic to something? What is our body attempting to tell us when it sends us signs that are uncomfortable? Nose, running. And I have written down here 2 high frequencies, 1 departed. Now, I feel very strongly that the message I'm receiving is this is for a group of individuals who believe that they are on a twin flame journey you have not met in this lifetime. You have not. You have not come face to face with your twin flame yet. You feel them, you know the essence of them, and you have not met in this lifetime. Whew, this is a little harder than I expected to deliver. Okay. I am going to channel the message. I'm going to relay the channeled message that I received. And this might feel a little harsh to some people. And I apologize for being the delivery person. What I'm being given is that some people who believe that they are on a twin flame journey, when I looked up, it was 7-Eleven, and I was having trouble getting this out. 7-Eleven, sevens. Oh, yeah, that leads me to the next point. So, there's a concept that a twin flame journey means a romantic partnership. Someone needs to hear this, that is not the only case. Your twin flame can come in the form of many different types of relationships. And because we want in our heart to believe that it's that partner we've been looking for, you're looking for that partner. You want this loving relationship. You want this person you can grow with. We may be overlooking the fact that our real twin is something different. And funny, that switched to Gemini. Twins, twinning. I am getting the information that a twin flame could be a member of your family, could be a parent. It definitely seems like an age difference, an age gap. Maybe this could come in the form of your children, your grandchildren. There's also what's coming through is the fact that your twin flame, which is 2 souls, you share the same soul, that only one of you departed. Only one of you reincarnated here. And that your twin is still with Source. And that can be very disappointing. I feel like someone could be very disappointed about that. But it is the message that I was asked to deliver. I argued with it a little bit because I was like, I don't really want to tell people that. But for the highest good of all, it is a message that they asked me to deliver. Now, what's interesting as this message was coming through, I was thinking, is this twin flame? Because I was listening to this or reading through the lyrics of the song 1,000 Miles. And I thought, because of the reading prior, it said something about two people making their way clearing the way to come into a clearing with each other. I asked, is it twin flame? The cards that came out. I have Deeper Than Before, Chamber of Protection, and the Burning Rose. What I am getting from this is a very sacral energy, a very passionate energy, very creative, and that you're feeling this in a deeper way, deeper than before. And this high vibration, it's because you're vibrating at a higher level. If you see this bee here, I'm getting queen bee vibes. You have a deeper knowledge of consciousness, which relates to the other message. And therefore, you're feeling it more deeply throughout your body. Do you see this like droplet and the ripples out? You feel this in your body differently. This does feel like a higher vibration of the sacral and of the root of the reproductive organs. And just looking at this with the burning rose, this is like you know something deeper than before. Oh my goodness. I'm just seeing these two in the background. Twin Peaks. I'm hearing Twin Peaks. You've both reached a higher level of consciousness. What did I say? Two high frequencies. One departed. I feel like that could mean different things. One of them is that one of you, well, I assume I'm talking to a human. I don't know why I would assume that. Why? Why would I assume I'm speaking to a human? I don't know what's happening right now. Two high frequencies. I just saw 1414 on the timer. And you have incarnated here. And that one is still of the divine. And I'm also getting that one of you departed earlier than the other. So that's where I was getting this age gap thing about a twin. And it feels like it could be even a couple of generations. and this protection. I almost feel as if you chose to come early because you had a higher sense of connection to protection. You did this in order to protect your twin. Is there anything else about that? So I go to pull up the song. Sorry, I am so drawn in. Whew. I go to pull up the song 1,000 Miles. And when I open Google, well, let's see if I can enlarge this. And I was asking, is this a twin flame message? That's what's at the top. Now, I don't use this iPad a lot. And maybe that's been there for a really long time and I just reopened it. But yes, this is a twin flame we are speaking about. The number 77 could be very significant. And what this says is seeing the 77 angel number on your twin flame journey is a powerful divine sign of spiritual awakening, inner alignment, and reassurance. Period. It means you and your mirror, which a couple readings ago, the mirror has been coming up a lot. You and your mirror soul are growing on a shared path and a period of harmony, deep telepathic connection, or a physical reunion may be close. So please take only what resonates. This does not mean you're getting ready to meet your twin. That's not what this means. It could be. I just saw 1747, 747. It could be. But that 4 in the middle reminds me of Saturn. This message is not for everyone. What it is saying, however, that you are growing on a shared path. You're both on the same path. And a period of harmony, deep telepathic connection, or physical reunion could be close. Now, this is not to poo-poo. This is not to disappoint you. This is truth. I feel like Archangel Eichel, the name Eichel. I'm seeing an icicle. How forms off like the edge of a house or something. Eichel is coming through. But it feels like a form of truth. Well, oh gosh, the icicle, a cold hard truth. So it feels as though there is, I'm hearing a mass of people, a group of people, so maybe a large group of people who have heard so much about the twin flame journey, and it's been presented in such a way that this romantic connection, and it's not an easy journey. This is a tough journey. This is one that helps you spiritually rise. And anybody who's been on a spiritual path in this Phoenix energy, this 888 collective, you know it's not easy. And neither is the twin flame. And it feels like it's especially challenging for those who they know they're not going to meet as a romantic partner. Maybe you were in the past, and that's why it feels so hard. Because you're like, oh my gosh, like I did that once and it was so beautiful. It does not mean they're going to be, they may not even be on this earth, of this earth. And you may not connect with them in this lifetime physically. But remember, a time of peace and harmony and a type of, I was going to say time of, a type of higher consciousness that's not talked about. Wow, I'm having trouble speaking. It was just 2100. The other message was all about 12 and the 12D, a higher consciousness, mirror, reflective. However, they're your guide from above. Your twin is actually one of your guides, guiding you for those who resonate with that storyline. Okay. Now, as I looked up the song, I was looking up, oh my gosh, 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton, and what I saw was something else that popped up, Nothing Compares to You. And I feel like that's really significant. I feel like there is a collective on a twin flame journey who feels this sense, this connection, like they remember this person from a past time, a past life, a past realm where your souls were connected. And it was beautiful. And the reason it's been so challenging to find a partner here on earth is because you keep comparing them to them without even like realizing this. And that you might pass up a good thing because you're attempting to compare it to something else. Keep in mind, this is not a past lover of this lifetime. You don't know this person. Just remember that. That's not the collective, not to say that can't happen. That's not who this message is for. 2333 on the timer. Okay, so song lyrics, 1,000 Miles. It says, and this is the first part that I kept hearing in my mind, making my way downtown, walking fast, and I'm homebound. That's what I was remembering. But I said earlier, what did I miss? Faces pass. The part that's missing is the face. So this collective you're not going to recognize this twin in the same face. I don't feel like you're going to recognize them by looking. It feels as though there's going to be another form of sensory that you will know or connect with this person. Because, like the Twin Peaks, you're both resonating at a higher frequency. You have both peaked in your energy. The telepathic communication is at its peak when you will meet. You will telepathically know this person. You get a vibe, they get a vibe. It's a frequency that vibrates within, and you'll feel it, just like the ripple effect. Your vibration makes them ripple. Their vibration makes you ripple. Okay? Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass, and I'm homebound. Staring blankly ahead, just making my way through the crowd. And you may feel like that. Like I said, this song, it just kept repeating in my head, and you may feel that. Like you may be on a constant loop. Where's my person? Where's my person? Where's my person? And this could be in the background that you don't even realize, but it's happening. You're doing it. So what about that, though? Okay, so your thoughts may feel something like this. And I need you. And I miss you. And now I wonder, if I could fall into the sky, do you think time would pass me by? Now, interestingly enough, today we had a timeline jump. We had 2 so far. And the last reading was about seeing into the future, actually going into the future and coming back. This feels relevant because I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you tonight. This is someone who feels deeply. This is a collective who has a stronger, deeper than before, sensory, I'm hearing gauge. It feels as if you have gone to the future and met up with them on a soul level, and now you're back down here on earth. And you're feeling the effects of that. I need you, I miss you, and now I wonder. So the next phrase is, it's always times like these when I think of you and I wonder if you ever think of me. 'Cause everything's so wrong and I don't belong living in your precious memory. So it feels as though you remember each other from a past time, and it just doesn't feel right because you're here without each other. And whether this twin is in another realm or this twin is here and you have not met yet, in that reading, there was the clearing of a path, 2 different frequencies. You're out here clearing your path. They're out here clearing their path. You're on the same path. But it's like a jungle in the middle right now. And you're making my way downtown. Faces pass. And I'm homebound. You're homebound to each other. Because I'll need you. And I'll miss you. And now I wonder. It's almost as if this twin you may not stay connected this entire lifetime, is what I'm feeling in this moment. It's almost like, I don't know that I want to meet you because then I'll need you and then I'll miss you. So now I wonder if I could fall into the sky, do you think time would pass me by? There's a selective group of individuals here who are really questioning a twin flame journey at this time. Like, what does it mean? What will it be? Does that mean I'm going to need you? And I feel like your twin, if you're both high vibrating at this higher telepathy frequency at this time, they can help guide you here. They can help guide you here. I'm seeing as guide you here toward them. I'm also seeing if they're in another realm, dimension, country, city, they can help guide you here while you're making your way downtown towards home, the house. Even though you haven't met yet or connected. So there's something about opening the mind space to receive connection, receive communication from this twin. This dearly departed loved one. Okay. You feel that you were on a twin journey. This other twin, your counterpart, let's say if you met in this lifetime and you recognized that they don't recognize the twin flame journey and they like tapped out, or you recognized it and you tapped out and are now separated, and you know this is not coming back together in this lifetime. This isn't hopeful it's going to. This is for a collective. If you had met them and you cut ties with your twin, or they cut ties with you, and it's very possible one of you is on a spiritual journey, one of you is not in this lifetime. They're doing something else, and you have decided to cut ties. Like, I'm not pursuing this anymore. I do see that is a possibility here. And then it goes on to say, and I don't want to let you know. I drown in your memory. I don't want to let this go. I don't. So if there's someone questioning letting this journey go because you have seen either they're in another realm, they're in another city, they're in another relationship, they're much younger than you, like not a possibility of you connecting in a way you thought you could connect romantically. Instead of, what I'm hearing is you don't have to let it go telepathically. That you can still guide each other. You're still connected. You're still a twin soul, even if you choose to not pursue it in this lifetime. Is this making any sense at all? I am not very well versed on twin flame journeys. I do have my own, you know, thoughts surrounding this. And yet at the same time, I'm very open to hearing more because it seems so vast, diverse. Maybe you're a realist. I keep hearing that song. I'm a realist. Um, like you want proof of something. I don't, because I'm kind of like, well, how am I going to know if I'm on a twin flame journey until I meet them? That's when I feel like I'll know for sure. Because I also see that many other dynamics have a magnetic pull. I feel like we do that with everybody. It feels as though there's more to a twin flame journey than what we've been told so far. Like, you don't know everything. You don't know everything yet. And you, by you, I mean I, you, me, we, collective, human consciousness. We don't know everything yet. We haven't remembered it all. And that's why it's so challenging, is because we have to go by total vibe. I hope this is making sense. So anyway, the rest of that's repetitive. And then when we look back at the song Nothing Compares to You, again, it's about this timing. It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. Again, someone departed. A departed loved one. Someone took their love away. And I feel as though this could have been them. This could have been you. I go out every night and I sleep all day since you took your love away. So you could be having trouble sleeping. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whomever I choose. I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant. But nothing, I said nothing, can take away these blues. So this is a deep sadness, a deep loss, could be depression. There's a sense, you sense something. And this could have been your whole life if you came in feeling a sense of a twin and you've lived your whole life and never met this person, then you could have come into this world with this deep sense of sadness or longing. And I'm also seeing that this could be your counterpart, the twin, if you incarnated and they didn't. I also see something about a shared sadness. Okay. It's been so lonely without you here, like a bird without a song. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? And I'm seeing that where did I go wrong? I'm seeing that could be literally this relationship that, someone chose to leave and you felt it was a twin. I see that. And then I also see you making your path. You're out here with the sign, you're clearing the path, and maybe you missed something. Like I said in the other one, faces pass by. Like, where did I make a wrong turn? Because you're sensing trying to get to this other person. It's kind of like, and like you're headed this direction, and then you hear from over here, I'm over here. And you're like, oh, asking that question, where did I go wrong? Then you hear, I'm over here. So that's when you turn and you start going this way. Remember, you're in this jungle. Okay. And then what else? All the flowers that you planted, Mama, in the backyard, all died when you went away. I know that living with you, baby, was sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give it another try. So again, this it feels like this song is referring to the group that you met and made the decision to cut away. The other song is relating to the group you have not met. Okay, thank you for distinguishing that, Spirit. Either way, you're in separation. My gosh, these messages today have been challenging to communicate them. I feel like we're pushing through an energy, speaking our truth and sharing our emotions, which is hard, right? I feel like that's relative. So what do you want this collective to know? This is either a collective. Okay, so I feel 3 groups. We have 3 groups. Let's start. The collective who feels they met their twin and have chosen to walk away from it, or the other person just didn't see it, didn't get it, and they walked away from a relationship. What do you want the collective to know about this? This twin flame journey who has ended, who has decided, chosen to end a twin flame journey for whatever reason. What do you want them to know? On the bottom, 8 of Swords. We have the Star reversed and 9 of Swords. This is that sleepless nights. What did that song say? Up all night, sleep all day, since you went away. There's a time of healing happening. It feels slow. I'm seeing an IV drip in my mind. I feel like this nourishment is coming through when you do sleep. So, however you're getting through it right now feels like it's okay. It feels like it's okay. We're here. We're going to comfort you. We're going to help you heal when you can sleep, when you do sleep. It feels as though meditation and quiet and sleeping is helpful. A time of, I'm hearing introspection. What I was going to say was isolation, just taking care of yourself, loving yourself, which is part of the twin flame journey, is knowing how to nurture yourself. You help each other rise. I just keep hearing, I'm here for you. This feels like that telepathic communication. Okay. I just feel like I really want to give you a big hug. Like, I feel the emotions rising in my face. I feel it. I'm sorry that you're going through such a challenging time, and know that I will add you to my prayers. Okay, and now it's like you might not be able to see your way out. You might not see, you're blind from seeing this at the moment. But this is what's coming forward. Solidity, solid, strengthening, grounding. It's strengthening the foundation of your soul union, even though you're not together. You chose to walk away, and that was all part of the journey. Whoa. Or they chose to walk away, and that was all part of the journey. That's twin flame. That's hard lessons and challenging lessons that help you rise in your consciousness. And if your lesson was to learn how to take better care of yourself, then there you go. That's kind of how the twin flame works. Underneath that is the Magician and the Six of Swords. It's creating a stronger foundation so that you can move to a safer ground, a calmer ground, to bring peace to your life. One of those songs or that angel number, that's what harmonious. So it may not feel like it right now, but there is, I'm hearing warmth in knowing that it's strengthening the ultimate foundation. Okay. The other collective. I know I said there was 3. The other collective that you're making your way towards each other now, like here in the physical, everybody's going through this time of bringing harmony to the situation, and that's this as well. It's bringing that harmony into the worries. So everybody is going through that. Those who are in separation, bringing harmony in. And those who are on this path of possible reunion. What do you want this collective to know? Bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups. Six of Cups. Nostalgia. A connection. A young connection. Young soul connection. I'm seeing the act of literal twins, like twins come into this world together, and perhaps for what reason, one leaving, and twins have been said to say that they still feel their twin or still communicate to their twin. And I feel like that's part of this telepathic, this ancient communication that we're born with. It's like you felt connected from the start. It's very nostalgic. You feel close. Your heart's happy. You're giving to each other. And you help each other rise. It's very loving. It's a very enlightening spiritual path. Okay, so those that are coming into union. We have the Devil coming out sideways. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. Not sure what this means yet, but I'm hearing a trap of the past. Caught in a trap. That's another song coming through. And I can't break free. And I did say something about my mind. That song wouldn't stop playing in my mind. So I also feel this as a push energy. Like, I just happened to look down at this deck. Capricorn, Archangel Raziel, comfort of the heart space. Comfort and patience, especially at the time of passing, loss, sadness, and depression. Muscovite is a crystal, and underneath that, comfort, solar plexus. And then underneath that, I have violet flame, karmic release. So this is that Capricorn energy that I was feeling, like this, you're pushing through. I'm hearing a hard reality, a mental reality. You're pushing hard, telepathic. This is on its side instead of straight up. So this is that peace and harmony, bringing peace and harmony to the mental space or mental prison, if you will, to ground and shine your own light. This is something to bring color back to your life. Oh my goodness. I'm saying this the best of my ability. I also am not completely comprehending what's coming out of my mouth. Do you hear the words coming out of my mouth? 5505 when I looked up. the change. There's a shift. There's a big change coming. I feel like there is a high probability of what is this? You know the word extraterrestrial? I'm hearing extra telepathic. So there might be an extreme ripple effect right now that you're feeling, and that you're pushing through this energy that's in the way to be able to come into union telepathically so that you can guide each other to the same spot. I'm here. And you will remember what that sounds like or feels like. Three of Pentacles underneath that. I'm hearing something like a safe word, a code word, like when this person speaks or says something, it's going to be like I'm getting a shiver inside the body. You will know this voice because you made a pact a long time ago. You will hear this phrase and you're like, oh my gosh. I know that. I know this person. I know that's them. I'm also seeing a consciousness being grounded. Okay, they're reminding me of, you know how dogs can hear sounds that we can't? Their frequency is being grounded so that you can now hear where they are. They might be trapped inside a high frequency, or you, and something about becoming grounded, then you can hear them. And also being grounded goes along with meditation. So something about the physical and the consciousness being raised. Consciousness being raised in the physical. I'm hearing someone's coming to life. Which goes back to that reading, was like a collective who has had a raise in consciousness and feels that they've gone through a rebirth. This union is whatever's happening, this union is highly protected. It's a highly protected, high frequency connection. And what else about this union? Like, what is this? Three of Wands. You've been waiting for this. Look how large that ship looks in view. That's close. It's coming towards you. You've been waiting for this to come in. Golly, I'm getting chills. This is exciting. What else? Five of Cups. Reminder to keep your frequency high. This is a low vibration. As big of a mess it is when milk is spilled all over the floor, not crying over spilled milk. Yes, it's a challenge. And I'm seeing this flag here. You can see it in the camera. It looks like a checkerboard. Strategy, planning, lining things up, moving all the other pieces out of the way until it's just you and this person, and one of you takes over the lead. One of you takes control of the reins. When you come together, taking control of the reins, somebody's stepping up, taking the lead. Why? Can you tell us anything else about this Five of Cups? Nine of Cups. Yes. What seems grim and low now is going to bring you great, great joy. Whatever it is. This union, as trying as it is, as long and sad as this journey has been, ultimately, this journey hasn't been for nothing. Whether you've met and they left, or you've lived your whole life and you never met, it's been a rough, hard journey. And I'm hearing like it's been foolish. You've been through, and they've been through. And it's also something that your soul has evolved through. Therefore, it's already a win. And not knowing how hard that journey was going to be when you came forward to incarnate and choose this path. Because there was something like simplicity. It's simply a matter of your contract. Simply put. For you to receive your soul gifts. Simply, you came here to do XYZ to receive gifts. Simply put. Now let's add in the emotions. That we didn't understand how that was going to feel. You are both connected to a very golden, I'm hearing hierarchy of healing, life force energy rising. You're both committed to the same journey. You're both committed to the same goal of soul evolution. And then we come in here to this world in the land of falling in love. And we're like, oh, dang. This is hard as hell. Two of Wands. A choice, a path. Recognizing, being seen. and 10 of Pentacles. And 2 of Cups. This, whatever this long, hard journey has been, the completion of this long, hard journey feels like you coming back together, which is going to be a very joyful and blissful time when you recognize each other. You're both on this same path. You've chosen the same path. You're going to recognize and vibrate with each other. You communicate in the same manner, the same form, because you came from the same planet. You came from the same background. You will see victory in this. And it's going to be everything that you wished for and better when you come back together. So whether you come back together in this lifetime or not, you will come back together at some point. And that will be your greatest blessing. I want to sit here and say that you're going to meet the love of your life and have this amazing, beautiful connection with this twin flame. And I'm also sitting here seeing that it's possible that your twin tapped out on a soul connection, or you tapped out, like, I can't do this anymore. And that's okay. It's okay. Because success and victory was still made. The evolution was still made. And you will reunite at some time in the future. This was a tough one, guys. This is tough. My heart is just, it feels heavy, and it feels like it's vibrating. Like if there were a great big drum filled with water and someone banged on the side of this drum and the water, that's what feels like it's happening inside my heart. I feel like this is a really challenging message. And at this moment, I don't feel like I'm ending this on a high note. As much as you say we are, my heart still feels heavy. So how do we assist that? We got comfort out here twice. Archangel Azrael, Archangel Raguel. Being human isn't so simple sometimes. I'm going to go for the daily affirmations tarot. I think this is where we're going. Let me grab another deck. One moment. Okay, I'm being reminded that when we rise from our emotions into the space of higher consciousness, I saw 11001 that It's the human who feels the feels. The soul is celebrating. Ooh, I just got a spiritual wave on that. The human feels the feels. The soul is in celebration that this union has at least risen in its capacity to speak to each other telepathically. I just saw 11033 as I looked up. So, that is the positive side of things. And that you are being comforted through this if this is a challenging time for you. And to remain hopeful in that of the union itself, as opposed to the physicality of the union. Okay. What is the closing message of this reading for those on a twin flame journey who is in separation? What do you want them to know? And then we're going to get an angel number and close this out. I see one here that's hesitant. We'll save that for last. The Lovers. My heart says yes. My heart says yes to deep, joyful love. And that feels like of any kind. Your soul says yes to love. I just saw 1111212, and that last reading was all about 12s as well. Justice. My actions reflect my truth, creating fairness and balance. And the Ace of Pentacles. I plant seeds of prosperity today, trusting they will grow into lasting abundance. That's what this time and the focus of our journey, it feels like no matter what transpires in this union, is that you've planted seeds and they will grow. What's hesitant here? The Tower. As the old crumbles, I rise, rebuilding on truer ground. I keep attempting to feel happier and bring this to a happier conclusion of a reading. And the Tower doesn't feel like it. But I also see in this particular card, each of you, this is literally a masculine and a feminine, being brought to safety. And we had the Six of Swords out here too. Out of a problem, I rise. You're being taken to a safer place, a calmer place, a more harmonious place with this twin flame and on this twin flame journey. Maybe that was part of the contract, is that you would come here and feel what it feels like to be on a twin flame journey, just for the purpose of spiritual enhancement, enlightenment, evolution. And you knew in advance that you wouldn't meet. That feels sad to me. Like, I don't want to deliver this message. I don't even want to post this message, me personally. And yet, I know it's important for somebody to hear. I just want you to know I love you. Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I gratefully celebrate my accomplishments building a warm and joyful life. You have strengthened this union. You will come back into union at some point with this twin. Divine timing prevails in that. Progress on the bottom of the deck. This is one of those times that the blessing of this gift and delivering messages and working for the divine is really challenging. So I want you to know that I am happy to complete this. I will post it. I feel like I'm being told now. Wrap it up. And under that, the High Priestess. Celebrating my achievements, I am whole and ready for new beginnings. As the High Priestess, I trust my inner voice and embrace the guidance of my intuition. And I'm seeing under here the Two of Pentacles, this infinity sign. Infinite courage to move forward and deliver the messages that are meant to be delivered. And for you, completing a cycle, whatever it is, you completed the cycle the contract that you made to come here. Even if that meant ending the union. So if you've been questioning, did I do the right thing? Am I on the right track? It's absolutely yes. I feel that in my bones. Yes. You successfully accomplished your mission. In this divine union. Whatever it is. Whether you meet here on earth or not, you completed the mission. So, may comfort find you with that message. All right, closing card. On the bottom, transition, 3, 4, 5. You're in a period of transition and change. Embrace new beginnings and trust in the process of transformation unfolding in your life. Starting over. Y'all just hitting all the feels here. Card number 210. You are presented with the opportunity for a fresh start and new beginnings. Release regrets and embrace the present moment with openness and optimism. I love you. I wish you the best with this energy. Know that I will be thinking of praying for you as you start over in this new transition, this time of rebirth, feeling reborn and resurrected. Continue to lead with love. I'll check in with you next time. Bye now.